Hey guys, how you doing today? Today I want to just kind of talk about the mystery of the sweet spot, like the tray flip sweet spot. Um, yeah, like I'm like in the camp of like I can never tray flip, like or it's like really hard to tray flip. And then like the other camp is like the like they learn tray flip in like first year or two of their skateboarding, and then like they can just tray flip like any given time anywhere, like so yeah, like it's a weird thing. My friend said the same thing, like, oh, just some people has tray flip and some people don't. And the thing is, like, if you know what's going on, I feel like you can figure out tray flip even if you're not good at it. um and I think I'm damn near close to finding out the tray flip, the secret of the sweet spot. But anyways, when I first tried tray flip, this was like maybe like a year into skateboarding, and then I got my kick flip, I got my barrel flip, and then 180s and pop shove-its and whatnot. And then I was like, okay, I should learn tray flip. And then like I had couple like sort of like older skaters at the time. I was like teenage, younger teenage, and then like I was like there was like skaters that has been skating for much more longer than I have, and they kind of told me like like basically like scoop and flick thing, and that just don't explain a whole lot about tray flip. So so what was happening was like every time I tried to tray flip, I would get like cramp, like muscle, like it was like every time, and then I was like, maybe this trick is not meant for me, and then went on and learned like like backside flip, frontside flip, like grind tricks, and then yeah, and fast forward like maybe like 15 years. Every once in a while I was trying tray flip, but it never got anywhere. Like, and then like maybe like I don't know, 8, 9 years ago, I bumped into these two kids, Gavin and Gabe. And then like they had like two completely different style of skateboarding. Like Gavin was more like poppy, like he's even his body was like more muscular, but Gabe was like kind of like chill dude. Like, he's just like kind of like I'm just gonna throw a trick, like see what happens, but he wasn't like exerting a lot of power into tray flip. And Gavin did land tray flip a lot more often, and his tray flip was popped really high. But Gabe's tray flip was like kind of like maybe landing 1 out of 3, 1 out of 5, but he was like really casual. Like he was like really like, just kind of like swing, like, and then that kind of got me thinking I was trying this thing completely wrong because of the fact that I was kind of skating more like Gavin, but Gabe's style, like maybe I need to tap into something like that. And then like so I didn't know what was I doing, but like I was like, let's loosen up like a little bit, and then like let's just kind of like see if I can just swing the tray flip. So I tried that, and I actually started landing like maybe like 1 out of 10 or something, and just randomly I would land it, but like still I didn't know exactly what I was doing wrong. And then I was like really paying attention to how pros do tray flip, and then I realized the direction of the scoop is like very very forward. So like if you're gonna tray flip like this, and when you scoop it, like you're gonna like actually like scoop it like towards your nose, like really hard, like you have to actually exert the effort to try to but when I say hardest, it doesn't mean like you have to like put like so much power on it. You have to push towards that direction. And then once I realized that, because like before that, tray flip was keep going back, like I'm going this way, and then I tray flip like your board is like sort of like behind you, not like so then so like I start implementing that, and I tried to scoop it forward, and then that actually got me to something like 1 out of 5 tries I will land tray flip. And so like, when I realized that, like, I was like, I made my last tray flip video on it, like things that like people don't talk about on tutorial videos, and the direction of the scoop. Now, like I see like maybe last like year or so, like a lot of just like tray flip tutorial actually mentioning that. But before that, I like P Rod's tray flip tutorial was like scoop and flick, like which is true, but like, that leaves out a lot of details. I mean, I like P Rod a lot, but he's like one of my favorite. But yeah, like um, and I think I had like nobody who can actually point me out like what was wrong with my tray flip. And then like a lot of people said like, find the sweet spot, find the sweet spot and like but now I realize, okay, now I learn all that to this point. So you don't want to exert too much power to this tray flip, and then you have to scoot forward. And now my tray flip is not at the point of like say like possibility of like kickflip landing. Kickflip I can land every time. Tray flip I'm still like maybe 1 out of 5. Like on a good day, 1 out of 3. And like I'm still feel like I'm exerting quite a bit of power to this tray flip compared to like videos you see like how like pros do tray flip. And so I realize now, recently, like maybe last 2 weeks or so, that my timing might be actually slightly off. And and I think that is the sweet spot. Like sweet spot is sweet timing, so to speak, like a spot in the timing. So I think what's going on with the tray flip is that best time to actually scoop is just like how you would like do like good ollies or something, is that like when your body is kind of like start lifting off, and then it's about to come off from the board. Basically you're jumping, and then you're trying to scoop, but like if your wheel is still mounted on the ground, so to speak, and your weight is still like heavily on the board, your scoop is always gonna go swung that direction, like instead of going that. Because you're even if you try to push it forward, it's still like if your body's weight is too much on the skateboard. So then you have to do it opposite. Like your body has to be kind of like almost completely off of skateboarding, like so to speak. And like you're jumping, and then you're trying to scoop when the skateboard is not like weighing down by your body weight. So you're about to go off, and then the last second you can scoop, and you're not off the board, but you're about to, like, and then like that's when you like can basically push the board like pretty much anywhere you want, like so. And I watched this like Instagram footage. I want to say this is Jamie Foley, but I think it could be someone else. But anyways, like he barely pops, and then that makes sense, like he barely pops, and then he do tray flip 3 times in a row, like that, like. And I think reason why he can do that is because he's not like like pushing the board against the ground, you know, like he just like kind of like your body is lifting off, and then like there's no weight holding it down, and then like you don't have to fight that. You just can push the board towards that direction like really easy. You know, so like I try to narrow it down my tray flip like today and lost like 3 sessions or so. And then I think I got pretty close. And the ones that I landed today, like a couple of them felt like it almost didn't, like I didn't have to move so hard. I just need to move right. I think the timing of the fact, like, you know, timing of the trick is actually more important than anything else in this tray flip sweet spot mystery. You know, like but yeah, I think I figured it out. And then what I'm gonna do is once I can land it like maybe like 1 out of 2, I'm gonna do actual comprehensive tutorial for tray flip. So like last time I did like 3 facts about tray flip like nobody talked about. And then this is like a sort of like mystery of sweet spot, like how do I found it, like and the like yeah, I like the perspective of how I found it, which sucked, you know, because like I wish somebody had like good point of view and that was able to point me out like that, like what I was doing wrong. But it could be me though. It could be me. Maybe when I was young, like I didn't listen to people. Like I know what I'm doing. Like, you know, like those kids at the skate park, like always those kids, you know, like if you tell them like, oh, you're doing this wrong, like they'll be like, whatever, and then walk away kind of stuff. Or like they ask you for advice, but then like when you say something, they're like they don't want to. It could have been me, you know. I could have been like I could have been those, you know, dickhead, you know, like but anyways, uh but yeah, um that's it for today. And I think I'm very close to figuring this out. And next time I post tray flip video, well, unfortunately my airwalk shoes are about to get really worn out. And like so when I put on a new shoes, it takes me some time to get on everything. So but I'm gonna put on another airwalk. Oh wait. But anyways, um yeah, that's it for today. And I think I'm gonna get like tray flip down like pretty soon here. So yeah. Okay. See you next time. Bye bye.